I'm Rebecca Andrews and I attend Mohawk College for the Health, Wellness, and Fitness program. Before we do anything with the piece of equipment that we're going to be working on today, I'd just like to go over the fact that you've done your Part Q and answered no to all of your questions, as well as your pre-screening for your heart rate and your blood pressure, all of which have equaled it to being fine. Have you ever done a lat pull down before?
No.
Okay, well, before we do anything with the piece of equipment, we're going to do a light warm-up so your muscles get moving and your muscles are warmed up. Now, the lat pull down works on your biceps as well as your latissimus dorsi, which is within your biceps. Now, when I approach the piece of equipment, I'm wanting to make sure that the cables aren't frayed and the weights aren't trapped or in any way, shape, or form. So I'm going to give that a little check, just to make sure that everything is intact. And I want to make sure that it's on the lightest weight possible when I'm first starting it. So before I give you any instructions, I'm going to do 5 reps of the lat pull down. Then I'm going to go over each set, and then I'm going to get you to do 5 reps, okay? So I'm going to make sure that the piece of equipment is okay. So within the lat pull down, when you approach the piece of equipment, you want to make sure that the pad bars are level. You also want to make sure that they're at a good height and that you're able to slide your fingers slightly underneath for a comfortable position. You also want to make sure that when you approach the bar, there is a slight angle within it, and that's where you want to have your fingers. You also want to make sure that you have a closed pronated grip, which is where your knuckles face up and your hands touch at around the bar. When you go to sit down, you want to pull on the bar and make sure that your back is in a straight neutral position. There is a slight angle in your hip flexion, which is for a comfortable position. When you pull down, you want to make sure that your shoulders are pulled back and you pull it down to clavicle level. You also want to make sure that when you stand up, you pull the bar with you and you don't clasp it. There is a chance that you could break the glutes. So I'm going to get you to do 5 reps of those, and then I'll give you little critiques if there are, okay? Great job for your first try. However, there were a couple of errors, most of which were my fault. I forgot to also mention that you want to make sure that your neck is in a straight neutral position in line with your spine. Your head is faced forward, and as well as your eyes and your ears are within your shoulder level. You also are pulling it down to chest level instead of the clavicle level, and you're pulling down too fast. You want to make sure that you have a slow range of motion, okay? You also did check to see if the padding was at a comfortable level for your thighs, so we're just going to get you to repeat the 5 reps and go through each step properly. So we're going to get you to sit down first, so this way you know that the padding is at a good level, so you want to make sure that you are able to slide your hands underneath. Is that comfortable for you?
I think it is.
Okay, so if you don't mind sitting up, you want to make sure that your left hand and your right hand are at the angle of the bar. Okay? And then approach the bench. You also want to make sure that you keep your 5 points of contact, which is your left foot, your right butt, your right hand, and your left hand. Okay? So we're going to get you to do your 5 reps. Make sure that you bring your shoulders back, keep everything in a straight line, and at a slow pace. 2, 4. Now when you stand up with the bar so you don't clash the legs. That was a great job, Spring. Great job for your first job. Great job for doing your first try with the lat pull down.
Thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you.